Hi, this is Mark News from Plant Talk Radio. Thanks for subscribing and listening to our podcast, Your Gardening Questions from Plant Talk Radio. If you have a gardening question you'd like our host Fred Howard to answer, send him an email. The email address is fred@planttalkradio.com. Now for today's question. And this is kind of in the same vein.
Okay.
This came from Peg, and Peg says, my lily of the valley has spread and is becoming invasive, and I need to control it. I tried Roundup, but it did very little. Other than digging it up, any suggestions?
Well, right back to another garden thug. Digging it out is about the only way. And again, be careful when you shake it out. Now, it does not have the same number and same kind of little nodules on the root system that the onions have. But still be careful that you don't drop any part of it. Pulling the tops off does practically no good. They'll come right back with a revenge after you. Herbicides can be used again, scarifying the leaf, medium, coarse grain sandpaper, steel bristled brush, anything like that that you can kind of open up the little spots on the leaves and go from there, because it too has to be almost physically removed if you don't wish to use herbicides. And then the same story of being patient and using a non-selective herbicide. I always go to Roundup because some of the others bear, a lot of label reading and so on. And also you have to be careful with soil toxicity, et cetera. So, two tough ones right off the bat, another thug and, another for sure answer.
Yeah.
It's persistence.
Yes.
Go after it and stay after it.
Keep it whacked down, right?
Keep it whacked down, and you're going to be, again, 2 years or more getting it dug out.
So many of these plants, it seems, one of the reasons why they're so hard to kill is because the leaves are resistant to any herbicides. They're waxy, and they're hard to get through.
Well, it borders on impossible on the two things we've just talked about. Yes, the waxy part, the thickness of the cuticle, the verticality of the leaves, it just runs off real quick. Yeah. Wow. Let's just say 2 strikes this morning. Let's hope the third one is not an out.
Hey, thanks again for listening to our podcast. Be sure to subscribe to our other podcasts as well, the Plant of the Week podcast and the Plant Talk Radio podcast, all on iTunes or your favorite podcast player. If you'd like to sponsor a daily podcast, contact us at fred@planttalkradio.com. To find out more about Fred Howard and Plant Talk Radio, visit our website, planttalkradio.com.
This is Michelle Wilson, host of the Business Inspires podcast from the Tri-Village Chamber Partnership. To run a successful business, you need resources, valuable connections, and community recognition. In each episode of the Business Inspires podcast, we talk with small business community leaders who will inspire you to create the business you are envisioning. The Business Inspires podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Google Play, YouTube, your Alexa device, and your favorite podcast player.
Circle270media.com